Hi, my name is Kathy Brown. I'm a student at Liberty University, and I'm going to talk to you today about depression. I believe that depression has natural causes and supernatural causes. And with that, I want to start with Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Depression is a common mental disorder, and we probably have all experienced it at some point in our life, and we just didn't know what was going on. When I was a young mother, people would often ask me, how did I feel? And I said I was tired. Then they would ask my 2-year-old son, how did he feel? And Jeff would reply, I'm so tired. At that point, looking back, I see that I had some symptoms of depression. I just didn't deal with it. But today I'm going to tell you about the definition of depression, the causes of depression, the prevalence of depression, and what you can do about it. Depression. Depression is a common mental illness that's characterized by a depressed mood or negative moods. You have loss of interest and pleasure. You might feel guilty. You might have low self-worth. And you have disturbed sleep or appetite, low energy, poor concentration, or a combination of all of them. But did you know that there's a spiritual definition for depression? It's called a spirit of heaviness. It comes out of Isaiah 61:3. And those are negative emotions. What are the types of depression? You can have a minor depression. It lasts from 2 weeks on. You can have a dysthymic depression that lasts for 2 years on. You can have a major depression that's characterized by those, in the definition, what I told you about those symptoms. If you have a combination of those, some people experience sad, seasonal affective disorder. When the time changes and you go home and it's dark outside, some people can't deal with that. Some women have postpartum depression. And depression affects over 19 million Americans, and it is at epidemic proportions. And according to the scientists, it's only going to get worse. So what are the causes of depression? Depression, no one knows exactly, but there are some psychological and hormonal causes. There are chemical imbalances in the brain. The chemical imbalances are caused by neurotransmitters. There are two primary neurotransmitters. One is serotonin, the other one is dopamine. And I believe that the spiritual causes arise from us not being able to adjust our emotions correctly. When a person feels anxious, there is some type of danger in your life. There's either a physical danger or a psychological danger, and you will become anxious. If a person has been trespassed, somebody did something to you, you would become angry. And people that have a loss become depressed. And you have to know how to deal with these correctly. So what do you do? What are the interventions for a depression? Most people, if you go to the doctor, they're going to put you on an antidepressant. What does an antidepressant do? Most commonly, they're called an SSRI, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, and it allows for more serotonin to be in the bloodstream. The most common antidepressants are Prozac, Paxil, or Zoloft. Also, if you're depressed, you can have psychotherapy. People just gather in a room like this and they just talk about it. People that have the seasonal affective disorder, they would need light therapy. And because I'm coming from a biblical point of view, there's another supernatural therapy for depression. It's called praise. In Isaiah 61:3, God already gave us the answer. He said, put on a garment of praise when you have a spirit of heaviness. And I think that's one of the things that we need to do. Now, I've talked to you about what the definition of depression, the causes of depression, and that if you or anybody you know has depression, you really need to impress upon them to get help quickly. Depression can happen to anybody at any time. It doesn't matter about the age. It doesn't matter about the sex. It doesn't matter about your socioeconomical status. Depression is real. So I just want you to know, if you know anybody in here, you have coworkers, friends, anybody that you think is depressed, please try to get them help. And in closing, I want to tell you what the greatest physician ever said about healing. Jesus said that the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. Thank you very much. We'll be taking